So, week one of the preseason is in the books. Cade Klubnik started the game, looked every bit the quarterback that the Jets drafted in the fourth round. Um, I don't know. A lot of people probably think I'm jumping off the bridge early here, but I don't think you can be too premature on being high on a quarterback that looked as good as Cade Klubnik did. He was in command, control of the offense, and he just made the throws and the decisions that you'd like to see a quarterback make. Scrambled, got the ball out of bounds, didn't take the sack, steps up the pocket, fires a high strike to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson goes up, climbs the ladder, makes a great catch. Uh, Checks down to his tight end a couple of times, couple of throws to Mason Taylor. I don't know. I don't know what more you needed to see. I know there were some people that wanted to see Cade Klubnik play, the full game, two quarters, whatever. We didn't need to see Bailey Zappi. And I guess Cook's gonna be the number three quarterback. I don't know. I hope this season we don't have to go beyond QB1, to be brutally honest, Geno Smith. I don't wanna be in the QB2 and 3 this year. I'd like to see Geno Smith start every single game this year and for the Jets to win double-digit games and go to the playoffs. That's what I would want. That's what I do want, but in any event, we saw the other two quarterbacks, after Klubnik, and I don't think we needed to see those guys at all. Just Zappy was atrocious and speechless. I don't know. He was bad. Um, but all in all, I mean, this is about the good, not the bad, not the ugly, just the good. Couple of quick hitters on the offense in this game. As I mentioned, Cade Klubnik. So, is Cade Klubnik the future of the New York Jets? In short, how can you say no? Thus far, right? We have seen a lot. But again, if you're anything like me and you're an optimist, we've seen enough. So spin this back, this is courtesy of clips.ai. So the 100th pick overall, Cade Klubnik. And I mean, right away, play action, fires a strike over to Mason Taylor, first down. Again, I don't even know the Buccaneers roster. I don't know their depth chart. If these are twos, ones, threes, and I don't care. I'm focusing only on look at the pocket. Look at that strike again to Mason Taylor. I'm focusing on the New York Jets and how Cade Klubnik looks. Look at that throw to Garrett Wilson. How can you look at this and not just get so excited? Garrett Wilson, he missed the majority of last year. I think he was out after like week 7. Um, Having a quarterback that can get him the ball is obviously important. And this is going to be Geno Smith. Again, make no mistake, as I said on many occasions, Geno Smith is more than capable of running this off. Look at Garrett Wilson. He's always been so twitchy with his feet. I remember his one of his first highlights as a rookie along the sideline. He turned, I think it was like a third and long, and he almost got the first down. He was just like twitching and switching all over the place. I like the decision to try to get, G Dub in the back of the end zone here. The throw was, high. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't on the same page. And that happened a couple of times with Klubnik. But again, we're not going into the bad, the ugly here. We're just talking about the good for what it's worth. Cade Klubnik is awesome. That brings me to my second question. Did Garrett Wilson do enough to affirm top 10 wide receiver status? Again, my opinion, he did. In my opinion, Garrett Wilson did. Why? Because we saw him look like Garrett Wilson, and he is a top 10 wide receiver. He could even be better than that, but, we won't give him too much credit or we won't discredit him. There are many people that doubt Garrett Wilson, and I just say this. Look at the quarterbacks he's had rookie season through now. Last year, sadly, he was the Jets' leading receiver at, 300, 400 some odd yards. Awful season for the offense. through and through. He was hurt, didn't play, 9 games, and still led the team in yards. This year, we're hoping to see him back over 1,000 yards, maybe double touchdowns, to really have that breakthrough year. He's under contract, he's healthy, and he's got Geno Smith, and behind Geno, he's got Cade Klubnik. And I just think that with those two guys at quarterback, there's no reason to think that Garrett Wilson won't have an excellent season. And furthermore, this guy, Braylon Allen, boy, did he shine. Did the Nets, did the Jets need to pay Brees Hall with Braylon Allen? Now, again, if I'm being honest, you inject me with truth serum. I would tell you that if I could have traded Brees Hall last year, I would have done so, knowing that I had Braylon Allen coming back, because this guy is strong, explosive, fast. He's everything. But fortunately, the Jets were able to, they didn't do what I would do, right? They kept Brees Hall. They signed him to an extension this year. He's under contract, just like Garrett Wilson, and it's good to see. They got rid of their Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams, 2 first-round picks on the defensive side of the ball. So it was great to see that they were able to keep Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall, their first-round picks on the offensive side of the ball, and move forward with those guys. And so I don't have any. I'm glad Brees is here, obviously, but just saying, Braylon Allen was injured last year. But had we gone into this season with Braylon Allen and some other, I don't know, maybe first round, second round, third round pick at running back, I would have been totally fine with that, because I just think he is that damn good. All in all, week 1 preseason against the Bucks. Again, I don't know if they were 1s, 2s, 3s, and it wouldn't make a difference. I think the 3 hitters for me were Cade Klubnik looked like a capable NFL quarterback. Garrett Wilson looks healthy, explosive, climbing the ladder, making a catch, holding onto the ball in traffic. That was amazing. Going to see a lot of that this year. Braylon Allen looks like, really, we have 2 RB1s with Braylon Allen. I don't have much for Aaron Glenn based on this performance, but I will say Frank Reich. I mean, clearly, the offense has the potential to be an offense that just hums this year. Will they be? I don't know. They should be at worst middle, upper middle, as in terms of a unit, as their production as a unit. And on the defensive side of the ball, if we can just say 2 things, highlight 2 players: Will McDonald, who had the sack, and David Bailey, who caused all kinds of hell up front that allowed McDonald to get the sack. That's a 2-headed monster on opposite sides of the pass rush. And I don't know. Again, you may think that I'm a fanatic. I'm a Jets fanatic, and I just think that just highlighting those 5 players, what I saw in that preseason game, I hope to see more and more of it. Sure, we've seen all kinds of great performances in the past in preseasons, but if you're not willing to, you know, be this excited about your team now, then the truth is you will never be excited. And so I'm excited. I can't wait for, next week against Pittsburgh, I believe. And I don't know. I don't know who we finished off. I haven't even paid attention. It's all about week 1 in Tennessee. I cannot wait. I hope the Jets continue to impress throughout their offseason here, preseason, and then go and absolutely destroy Robert Saleh and Brian Daboll and those guys. Well, it's only been one preseason game. I can't contain this, so I'm just gonna have to end the stream there. Jake Asman just went live, so I'm gonna go watch him. I'm Ben Little, Jets Express. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.